Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, 16th of July 2014. This is, this is yours 92's Happy Hour, episode 9. Wow. Um, we are real sorry, guys. In last week, we don't highlighted Pocono and many interesting topics because Chicago Street Race was being kind of emotional, insane. But Alex Bone got one, one in this race, and I have busy week in my country was being so hot. But today we are returning to my favorite thing. So what you will see today in this episode: Pocono weekend recap in all three series, NASCAR with Geico, Haley Deegan in Diga or she will back behind the wheel. Yeah. We continue this thing, and JD Motorsports got the bankrupt. Yep, another team in NASCAR will be bankrupt. Well, so let's get started. And let's move to Weekend Pocono, Weekend at Pocono. And we have begun with track series. Fastest in practice was being Christian X, but session was being several times to got interrupted because Lane Riggs and Brian Dozer got several times wrecked. Well, this was expected. But then Brian Dozer was got 33 and Justin Lane Riggs uh, was being 16. Well, why 16 place and 33 place was got wrecked several times? I don't know. But, but, some bad things was being happened. Quali was being cancelled because of mother freaking rain. And Christian X, which was being fastest in practice, got the ball. Kohlheim was being at row one. And let's see result of the race. Kohlheim wins in 5 times. 22 times this race was being interrupted by rain. Second place, Gant Erfinger. Third, Christian X. Elsa in top 5 was being by Taylor Gray and Ross State. Guys, I will remind one interesting thing. Until in the end of regular season is 2 races. This is Indianapolis, Lucas Oil RP, and Richmond. And let's see. Player of grid after the race. Yep. Let's see this race. Let's this recap right now. And today, Kohlheim first is Christian X second, Nick Sanchez third, Raja Karut and first. As in this top 10 of races, Ty Majeski, Tyler Ancrum, Gad Enfinger, Taylor Gray, Ben Rotz, and Daniel Dye. Who has chances to get in God from the bubble. Tanner Gray and Stuart Friesen. Only two guys. Also, what about Matt Crafton and many more? Well, they must to make something like insane. Win in Indianapolis or even in Richmond. Well, how this see? We will see. We will see. Well, Friesen and Gray has a big chances to get another. Oh, hey.
Oh,
Well, they are seen on track series playoff grid, and Tanner Gray and Stuart Friesen have chances to get in top 10. Throw, but who will throw through Daniel Dye? We will see in this week and Lucas Oil RRP.
yep.
Uh, let's watch on Xfinity weekend. Suddenly,
Yes.
I am in practical Pocono was built by Ryan Sieg, which car was being made by Stuart Haas Racing. Wait,
Yes.
not Colecaster,
Yep.
not
Yep. My favorite Xfinity racer.
Taylor Gray, not mother freaking Matt Benedetto, Ryan Sieg. How he does? I was shocked. I was
Yeah,
really
me too.
shocked. Why? But I try to think something normal, but wow, this was supposed to be insane. What about qualifying? Qualifying was being won by Sheldon Crane. Brandon Jones was being in row one. What about Ryan Sick? He was only seventh. And what about the race in Xfinity? Finally, Cole Caster won,
Mm-hmm.
got his first win of the season, and get
Yep.
into the playoff.
He's washed
Second
himself in
place,
the playoffs.
yes, indeed. Second place, Justin Allgaier, which had as amazing tactics. On one caution, every his rivals, Viscaster got on pit stop, but Caster was being first. First placed guest racer William Byron, also was being Sheldon Creed and Taylor Greed.
Yep.
Elson. The mayor was being took out Shane Van Gisbergen, was been arguing with Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith. Why? Why? I'm sorry, Matt Mayer doing that. Why? This is looking stupid. Well, I just shocked, but anyway. And now let's see how play of grid of Xfinity series looking like right now. Shane Gisbergen first, Chandler Smith second, Austin Hill
Mm-hmm.
second, two wins.
Wait.
Sam Meyer is first. Elsa Colecaster, Justin Allgaier, and Jesse Love, only one win. Elsa, L.A.J. Allmendinger, Riley Hurts, Sheldon Creed, Parker Kligerman, and Sammy Speed. And now in the bubble, we
Yep.
have uh, we have Ryan Sieg, which can make impossible in this week in Indianapolis. Just just he need to get 22 points or more to get into top 12. What about Blaine Perkins and Ryan Ellison? That's bad. That's bad. And now mine events. And now mine events. Uh, Cup series.
Yep, the Cup Series.
Um, let's let's make this quick. Tyler Reddick was being fastest in Cup. Ty Gibbs was being second pole. How Ty Gibbs got driving, I don't know. One thought, but anyway, Elsa, and what about race? And I'll say, and we thought what another rain will make this track Pocono Raceway wet, but we got without that. And what about this race? Ryan Blaney got second win in
of this season.
Of the season, yes. Second place, Danny Hamster. Alex Baldwin's first. William Byron, Joey Logano, top 5.
Yep.
This is something strange with Ryan Blaney because he's getting better only before the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I think but Elsa was being strange thing about Coila Joy, which got spun, got in the big one and spun Kyle Busch.
Yep. Don't know why.
I don't think what happened. How this is possible? Why? I thought Kyle Busch 2024 season can be worse.
Yes.
It was too.
Yes, it keeps getting worse every single race. I mean, at the start of the day, he got a little bit of an oil problem, and then he crashed.
I don't want to know. Elsa, in next episode, which will be in Thursday, will we talk about why does RCR is fucking struggle? Don't miss that. Okay. What about this player griefs? I'm sorry. I'm just gotten some announcements. But anyway, what about player grid? Kyle Larson, Danny Hamlin, William Byron, and Christopher Bell has 3 wins. Ryan Blaney
doing the 4-way tie right now.
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, and Christopher Bell all have 3 wins, so they're in a 3-win tie right now.
Ryan Blaney has 2 wins. Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, Brett Keselowski, Alex Bowman, Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez, and just insane, Austin Spinnick has 1 win. Elsa in top 16, Martin Truex Jr., Ty Gibbs, Chris Buescher, and suddenly Ross Chastain. And the Bubba Wallace, Jace Briscoe, Kyle Busch. His hopes for playoff is already ruined.
Yes. I'm sorry, Rowdy. If you're watching this, then I don't think he's going to come to playoffs.
Rowdy the Wolf. If you're watching this episode, we are really sorry. And in this in Indianapolis before the Olympic break, we will see who will be in 16. Chastain or Wallace, and let's remind 1, 2, 3, 4 races until the end of regular season. Well, what do you think about this weekend? For me, this was insane.
Well, for me, not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the Pocono racing in the Cup Series, but let's just say it was kind of crazy with that one big one when Joy like Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney won in Pocono. It was so unexpected. I mean, I thought Kyle Larson's gonna win, but he was struggling in the top 10.
But Elsa, one of stop motion creators, was being alive in Pocono. It was being epic, not no, Evan, aka in IPCS. Interstate Batteries Cup Series. Next news is about can NASCAR lose major series sponsor next week? Well, what happened? Uh, Elsa disclaimer. Several materials in published on portals daily downforce.
That's cool.
And
Gecko?
yes, what happened? The business side of NASCAR will undergo some major changes in next year, including uncertain future of some of these premier partners. Understand reports some major changes could happen amongst NASCAR premium partners, including potentially losing Geico and looking for a new sponsor for second tire series. And we got several information what we have now. NASCAR drastically changed its title sponsorship model before the 2020 season. Rather than having one sponsor, as was been from 1917 to until 2019, NASCAR decided to split and sponsorship among Anheuser-Busch, Coca-Cola, Geico, and Xfinity, which belongs to Comcast, AK, which owns Universal Pictures. Formula One follows a similar sponsorship model. Wow, that's interesting. My recently hated Autosport, which I love watching from 2010 until now, has something general with NASCAR. This is not only business change NASCAR will make heading in the next year. The organization is negotiating a new charter deal with race team for 2025 and beyond back and brand new season year. A $7.7 billion media rights deal with NBC, Fox, Amazon Prime Video, and Warner Brothers Discovery. It's set to start in 2025. While fans don't focus on business side of sports exclusive like us, they do pay close attention to it. It's a great gauge of the sport overall health and can have resultant effects on how fans consume them. What about Geico? Geico reports what Geico uncertain to renew with NASCAR after this season. He also reports that NASCAR had considered adding a fifth premier partner, but nothing has happened on that front. If Geico will leave, adding another premier sponsor will certainly blow somewhat. Geico is relatively new to NASCAR compared to another premier partners. Geico's first major for NASCAR came in 2010, sponsored Germain Racing. It's expanded into the Xfinity Race Series and eventually into Cup Series in 2009. Remember, Germain Racing was been with Casey Beers. I guess it right.
Yep.
Geico later began title sponsors race, including Playoff Open at Chicago Land Speedway from 2011 through 2013, the fall race at Talladega in 2014, and now the spring race at Talladega since 2015. Geico became a premier partner in the sport just only 4 hours ago and continued sponsorship Germain Racing throughout the season. However, Germain Racing closed the door after that season. But what happened next? Let's say, no more Xfinity Series, everyone thinks. Over of season, Stan reported what Xfinity was into the final years of 20-year contract to be the title sponsor of NASCAR 22nd tier series. Regarding where negotiations set down, Stan reported that Xfinity is looking to move some of the investments in NASCAR to another areas like 23X. Let's admit, Danny Hamster and Michael Jordan created the most dumbest name of the NASCAR racing team.
That's right.
2311 Racing. What the hell was that name?
I have no idea.
I'm Johnny now and Scott the was. I'm sorry. Stan later says that Xfinity may only sign the short-term deal to sponsor the series. Xfinity is going north in a way which makes sense given the part company, Comcast. As I thought, Comcast owns NBC Universal. GTV just re-upped with NASCAR for next media rights, committing to broadcast the final 14 seasons through 2031. However, the Xfinity Series rights will move to CW later this year, meaning Comcast doesn't have same connection it once did. Remember, the CW is a that channel which translated Supernatural, and many DC series. Really? I was remembered. This was been saying called documentary about Indy 500.
Yep.
That makes sense. That makes sense anyway. What about next? No names has been reported as who could take over the Xfinity. Many fans want to see fellow partner Bush take the mantle as another Bush brand sponsor from series from 1982 until 2007. But in NASCAR games from EA, will not see because alcohol is prohibited in these games. It's also possible that NASCAR could do they did with Cup Series, did the sponsor title, and name series and something different. And last thing, stands as a report what Coca-Cola is expected to stick with NASCAR at least through 2025. Marius Mumbai not quite has his title of grip the sport as once did. Stan was says that NASCAR also cards the Speedway that strikes for shield deal with 7-Up, a Pepsi product. Some short story. Coca-Cola was being involved with NASCAR Science 17, including sponsorship the Coca-Cola 600 Science 1985. Coca-Cola tightened his grip on NASCAR 16 years ago, taking Pepsi's title sponsorship of the Daytona Summer Race and betting in Coke 0400. Pepsi slowly backed out the sport as following years progressed. Moves like what Kansas Speedway may could impact fans at the time, meaning they will see options on the time Coca-Cola products and concessions that. However, Coca-Cola seems committed to the sport now, even if they may look slightly different. Well, this is going to be strange. Now we can lose Geico in next year. Now no more Xfinity series, or can Coca-Cola got lose its grip pad? But it's time not panic. What about we just wait some time and see until the end of this year to just to watch how can be can be changed. I know people people can panic saying it's gonna be too not same anymore and other things, but can we just wait for some times before it can happen in real?
That's true.
Next topic in our episode about Haley Deegan can switch in IndyCar. And
Yes.
2 weeks
That's
ago,
kind of possible.
I was to talk about Haley Deegan was took her ways parts with AM Racing. I was
Yep.
show Michael Mills video in episode 8. Finally, I show some video. But anyway, what about say? After one of NASCAR most popular drivers got removed for cut just 2 weeks ago, as already talked, she looks like she may be making a change to completely different series altogether. What about say just some things about that? Um, about some things about that. When Haley Deegan was removed from car, Joey Logano was unable to get a top 10 in the same car.
Yep.
Do you think your future in NASCAR is already is over? What? And now, just let's watch Break Heart's video here, right now. Right now, and we just want to see how this be working. Let's watch.
To join IndyCar. Welcome back to Breakheart. I'm Matt. Haley Deegan was spotted at Iowa Speedway on Friday hanging out around the Indy NXT garages, and it now has people wondering, is she about to make a switch from NASCAR and the stock car world over to IndyCar and the open wheel world? She did just recently follow Indy NXT as well as Andretti Autosport on Instagram, so some people are thinking that, you know, where there's a little smoke, there might be some fire here, and now that she's hanging out at the track, it certainly seems like there might be something going on here. It would be a curious switch, right? It's like dropping out of engineering school and then trying to go to medical school, and they're like, what are your qualifications to be here? None. All right, well, go ahead and sign us up because we'd love to have you. What doesn't really make that much sense. It's like a football player being like, hey, I want to go play baseball. Why do you want to do that? Oh, because they both have balls. Well, they're two completely different things. Yeah, but they have balls. IndyCar has 4 wheels, NASCAR has 4 wheels, same thing. They're not. But it would be interesting to see what she can do, right? And I don't think that Haley Deegan is an untalented race car driver. I just don't think that she necessarily had the development pipeline, or development path rather, in stock cars that was going to ever lead to success for her. Now, we've seen her in really good equipment, both at DGR as well as Thor Sport in the truck series. Her AM racing equipment certainly is not race winning equipment, but it should be, as Joey Logano proved, running better than where she currently was at. Now, her hanging around the Indy NXT area is kind of curious because that series does have a number of ovals, including races still this year to come at both Gateway, Milwaukee, as well as Nashville. So if she's going to make a start on an oval, there's plenty of opportunities for her to do that later this year, just obviously not at Iowa this upcoming weekend. Now, it is a series that also is predominantly run on road courses. They do have a few ovals here at the end of the year, but a lot of their races are on road courses where Haley Deegan hasn't exactly set the world on fire when it comes to her NASCAR career. She does have a top 10 finish in the truck series on a road course at Mid-Ohio, but the rest of the time, her road course finishes have been pretty average. This year in the Xfinity Series, she has a 23rd place finish at Circuit of the Americas, and then her finishes at both Portland and Sonoma were in the 30s. Not ideal considering there's only 38 cars that are going to be on the racetrack. So it's not like she's this road course ace by any means. And the ARCA West series, she had 2 top 10s at Sonoma and ARCA West, but again, while there are cup guys in that field, it's hard to gauge, her success off of that. So her making the switch over to a series that runs a lot of road courses and a car that she's never driven before, and a type of car that I don't think has ever driven before, would be a very curious move. That's why I think that ovals are probably what she's going to, if she makes a start this year, going to be focused on. Now, if she ends up with the Andretti Autosport team, that is the best possible landing spot for her. And obviously she has some sort of Ford contract. It'll be interesting to see if that is now void and she's not a part of the Ford performance pipeline anymore. What exactly is going to go on with that? She does have some sponsorship with her, and if she's going to look at getting away from NASCAR and going over here, then maybe there is an opportunity for her. It would be a very curious move, though. I mean, she's certainly young enough to make the switch if she wants to, but having no previous experience in any type of open wheel car that I can find. She didn't race, go-karts professionally, karting, can't see any of that. She doesn't have any junior formula experience in USF, USF Pro, USF 2000, nothing along those lines. I mean, there's got to be something driving this, and maybe it is just wanting to go out there and see if she can do something different. It just doesn't feel like IndyCar is going to be the spot for her, but we've all been surprised before. It's not to say that she can't do it. I'm just, curious as to why this would be the path, because she has a lot of experience in stock cars and she can, in the right situation, perform in a stock car. Now, maybe those situations just aren't available. They don't have the budget for it. Anything that goes along with that, completely understand. Maybe she does just want to try IndyCar and, Indy NXT and see if there's a path for her to go forward over there. Completely on board with all of that. Find some place that you're going to be able to be successful at. Totally cool with that. It is just kind of a curious move in the middle of the season. So hopefully we find out soon if she's going to make starts over in Indy NXT. Is she going to join Andretti Autosport? Is she just hanging out in Iowa for the weekend and wanted to stop by and check it out? So that seems highly unlikely. Maybe she just really liked the graphic design that they put together for the schedule this weekend for Iowa, and she's like, I got to go check this place out now. Now, obviously, there's something going on here. We'll have to wait and see if we get the smoke to come up like it's Vatican City. We got a new pope. We got Haley Deegan a ride over here. She is now one of the most polarizing characters in motorsports. Every time anybody talks about her, there's people on one side that are super aggressive and passionate about it, and another side that's like, just get rid of her. And honestly, I think she probably falls somewhere in the middle. I don't think she's ever going to be a NASCAR Cup Series winner, probably never going to be an Xfinity Series winner, but I think she's perfectly fine at being a formidable race car driver, just never one that's going to be a contender week in and week out, if that makes sense. Her making the move to open wheel, though, is an interesting one. I'll say that. I don't necessarily know the direction that it's going to go, but I'll certainly tune in to find out, just to see if her, skills can correlate over to, open wheel car. I mean, heck, Jimmy Johnson looked like an absolute scrub on the road courses in IndyCar. All of a sudden, you put him on an oval, and he's running top 5 because he absolutely knows how to handle a car on an oval. So maybe in Haley Deegan's case, this would be a perfect spot for her to be successful in Indy NXT, probably just on ovals, and then the rest of the time she's going to be fighting at the back like Lindsey Brewer, RIP to her career in Indy NXT, and, trying to struggle to stay on the lead lap. Who knows? But hey, it's worth a test, right? Because you don't have anything else going on in now.
So what do you think about that?
Well, I think that video was kind of a little bit reachable.
This is looking strange, but if you thought what this story was then, but suddenly, before yesterday, Haley Deegan is back behind the wheel this weekend in completely different racing series. This is not IndyCar yet. She will be compete in Speed Tour All-Star Racing at Lime Rock Park, alongside full-time NASCAR Cup Series winner Ken Schrader, and which will be in Lakeville, Connecticut, Elsa, Grand Marshal Joe Badayan, for Team SLR M1. Yes. Yes. So, what do you think about that?
I feel a little bit decent.
She will be returned. Finally, she returned for the wheel, but not in Indy, but not for Andretti Autosport. But our show will be still monitoring this interesting story. Breakhart's video will be credited in description of this episode. And final topic, one famous Infinity Series team, JD Motorsport, got bankrupt. Well,
is it because they've been losing too much?
Well, let's just watch about this team. JD Motorsport, a long-time competitor in Xfinity Series, and reportedly in financial turmoil, or in other words, in financial shit. Public records indicate that JD Motorsports recently filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and the team took even more drastic measures on Monday, aka yesterday, as Toby Christie reports that the team laid off host of employees as they walked in the door on Monday morning. Bob Porkers reports that team's debts are around $600, and concern is team will end in Chapter 7 liquidation. That's just slightly GT Motorsport has had some major issues in recent weeks. Both engines failed to qualify for Xfinity Race Series Chicago in early July. In the middle week, the team withdrew number 6 car, which filled for Garrett Smithley. Crazy reports was that number 6 was prepared for the weekend before team members discovered via officially list it was being withdrawn. GT Motorsport was been Wednesday over 2 decades. They began for helping Lars Rothstein career as he raced for the team from 2015 until 2019. His best team season, which was been in 2018, Rothstein competed in 30 out of 33 races for the team, making the Xfinity Plus via win with Chip Ganassi Racing at Las Vegas. And now fans are upset to see this team have these issues. See, race team struggle is never fun, especially the team which been respond as as for long as GT Motorsports has. Wow, this wasn't expanded. What happened with this famous team? This team, I was reminded, was launched Rothstein's successful career, which he is now at Trackhouse. But what happened? Why? This year for NASCAR in teams is kind of cursed. Now Stuart Haas Racing is going to he got rebranding in Haas Racing team. Now GT Motorsports. What happened?
Well, in my prediction, maybe because they keep losing, or maybe the driver's been involved in too many wrecks, or schemes, or something like that. Yeah.
Booster. Well, I want to say GT Motorsports must to find something kinda of nice tactics for getting the races not fair. And there's this thing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy was being filed in April of this year.
Oh.
3 months ago happened.
Oh.
And now I just shocked. I won't remind who was been in this team. Curtis Davis, Morgan Shepard, Jason White, Greg Sachs, Curtis Davis, Eric McClure, Mark Green, Hazen Rhodes, Garrett Spiter, Jeffrey Earnhardt. It's car number 1. Mike Porter, 00. And like Mods car number 1. Danny Quinn, Mike Wallace, Lennon Casey, Ryan Priest. Hey, what about 6 car? I will say it was with BJ McLeod, Brian Vargas, that guy which making TikTok, Brennan Poole, and Garrett Smithley. And what happened? What happened with this car? I don't know what happened with the working team. I'm shocked.
Yep, me too.
But let's remember what about Chicago Street Race. It was been 6 months by Thomas Annunziata. It don't got qualified. I just want to know why these things is happened. But what about this thing? If what team will close, it will be a second loss for everyone because we already losing Stuart Haas Racing and now JD Motorsports, and we will be watching this bad stupid thing. Well, anyway, this is today. For now, this was being yours 92 Happy Hour. I know I stole it from Kevin Harvick's Happy Hour. I was told about in the first episode this show will be have another name, but what about what about take from Kevin Harvick's podcast? But anyway, well, this is a wrap for today. Thanks for arriving today, Booster. And
Thanks.
this was been today for now. Well, will we see in this Thursday, June 11th? No, June 11th, June 18th, and
Yeah.
this is wrap for today. And now this motor hole is closing to end. See you in 2 days.